Hey there, everyone. Good morning. Andrew Tehako here with TnT Group, posting this for nakedtrader.com. The date is the 12th of January 2011. It's just about 6:20 here in the morning. I'm giving you kind of an update of the overnight stuff, what I saw. Personally, trading-wise, bad night. Um, Stopped out on the night. Not much I could do right overnight. Just some crazy moves out of nowhere, stuff that I didn't get. But give you some areas, some bigger levels here I saw overnight. In the SPOOs in the S&P 500, 1277 even. Huge spot in the E-minis. There's a 2200 lot guy offered up there. We sat up there for, man, it was probably close to an hour. People kept chipping away at it. Kept adding on, kept keeping 2200 up there. Finally, some bigger guys came in and chipped some more away, and finally we got through it. Didn't react too much off of it once we did get through it. Made a couple ticks, new high. We did, though, ended up pushing higher, and it looked like we hit stops eventually, and probably about a handle and a half pop after that. But we've been cruising higher pretty much the whole night. Right now, minis are up $7. I think the highest they got up were like $9. So remember, 1277 even was the big 2200 lot guy that was sitting there. Keep that in mind going into the morning. Also, the price 91.45 in oil. I actually bought 91.45s. Saw the euro pop back up to the highs. We had minis, equities pop up. And I bought 91.45s thinking there was a ton of value there. I'm trying to react also. And like usual, you react in these markets now. You kind of get whipped around and trying to go with people. Looked like there was a bunch of people trying to buy 91.45s, and truth be told, there was just some guy iceberging orders up there. Huge order, 91.45. Just kept taking a bunch of size, but iceberged it, so no one could really tell how much was up there. Nailed it. Probably hit it down a buck after that, straight down, just huge moves down. So whoever that was at 91.45 was right in the oil market. So look out for that level also. Just a huge iceberg up there. So 1277 even in the minis, 91.45 in the oil. Saw Eurozone industrial production come out last night, which is not a huge number. Doesn't really move off of things, but also good to keep in mind. Came out pretty well. A lot higher than initially expected. Again, didn't really move off of it, but it was a good number. Also, we had, I'll give you the numbers on these. We had a big Portugal auction come out last night. A lot of people are taking a look at it. A lot of people were really taking an eye on it, especially after Japan came out the other day and said that they're going to start dabbling and buying a bunch of European debt. So the numbers came out. The 2020 auction, they came out with 599 million euros worth. The rate came out 6.719% compared to 6.806%. The bid to cover is 3.2 versus a prior of 2.1. So, my opinion, I think this auction came up decently well. The rate got lowered a little bit. Good bid to cover. But then the 2014 one came out, 650 million euros, which auctioned off at a rate of 5.936%. And the prior on this was 4.041%, so a ton higher on the rate. Also, the big bid to cover came out lower than the prior. The prior was 2.8, and the current bid to cover is 2.6. I don't know much about auctions. Gonna start looking into them more. Especially with all this European stuff going on, and now Japan and China looking to buy their debt. But from what I gather from it, it was a pretty mixed reaction on the entire auction. Talked to some people. They kind of keep an eye on it on Twitter and StockTwits, and they kind of had the same initial reaction, kind of a mixed bag. Don't really have an overall perspective on it. Personally, I think the 2014 came out pretty bad. Almost 2% higher on the rate that they're getting and having to pay people, which that seems like a lot to me. But again, I don't know too much, so don't take too much what I say about the auctions into account. But those are the numbers for that. Other than that, not much going on. Had some pretty big moves overnight, but like I said, some crazy moves, and you can't really react off of stuff, and just a tough trade in my opinion. That's it from here. Andrew Tehako with TnT Group, posting this for NakedTrader.com. Take it easy and good trading. Thanks.